Good morning, dear students. Welcome to the online class. So today in this session we are in the part 7 and we already comes to an end of the lesson. Yes, today in the session we people are going to learn about important minerals. Yes, important minerals of Asia. Okay. However, you people know that for the reason of this COVID-19, government reduced your portion. Yes, so reduced portion in that reduced portion natural vegetation is not there to you to teach. Okay, so that's why we are going to move directly to the important minerals of the Asia. Yes. Since Asia, let us move to the lesson. Since Asia is the largest continent in the world, it has a large and varied mineral deposits. Yes, varied means variety of minerals deposits we can see in Asia. Yes, however, you know that Asia is the largest continent in the world. Next, the important minerals are following. Okay. In this session, we are going to learn about important minerals of Asia and also population of Asia. Yes, the population rating of Asia and important minerals of Asia. These two important points we are going to discuss in this lesson. Okay, so important minerals like iron ore, manganese, bauxite, coal, petroleum. These were the important minerals of the Asia. Yes, among these minerals, let us know about iron ore. Okay, um, iron ore is the main raw material for the production of iron and steel. Iron ore, it is a raw material. By using this raw material only, we can product the iron and steel materials. Yes, Asia is rich in ore reserves and has about 30% of world's reserves. China is the leading producer. India, Turkey, Philippines, Malaysia, Thailand, Myanmar, Indonesia, and Vietnam, Kazakhstan, and Pakistan are the other important iron ore producers. Yes. So in Asia, China. It is in the first place. Yes, producing the iron ore or iron steel metals. Okay. Then afterwards, India, Turkey, Philippines, Malaysia, Thailand, Myanmar, Indonesia, Vietnam, Kazakhstan, and Pakistan are the important places during the or producing the products of iron ore. Yes. Then afterwards, Korea, Taiwan, Sri Lanka, Japan, and the other countries of Southwest Asia are very poor in iron ore reserves. Yes, they were very poor in reserves the iron ore. Yes, now comes the manganese. The manganese, this is the second important mineral of Asia. So this manganese is considered to be the most important of the ferroalloy metals. Yes, so ferroalloy, it is a one kind of a metal. Yes, it is essential for the production of good quality steel. Manganese, most of the time manganese was used to make a product or make a metal in a good quality. Okay, so in Asia, manganese is found in abundance in Transcaucasia, Central Asia, Siberia, China, and India. China is a leading producer of manganese in Asia. See, China is having a China is in the place of leading producer of iron ore along with the manganese also. Yes. So comes the next mineral is bauxite. Bauxite is the main source of aluminium, which is one of the non-ferrous material. This was the bauxite was a non-ferrous material or metal. Okay, non-ferrous material or non-ferrous metals. Ferrous metals. The largest bauxite reserves are found in Kazakhstan and south central Siberia. Fairly large bauxite areas are also located in China, India, Indonesia, Turkey and Malaysia. Yes, this bauxite, we can see this bauxite in China, India, Indonesia and Malaysia along with Turkey. Yes, now comes coal. Yes, coal is a fossil fuel material or a mineral. We can call better than we used to call as a mineral. Okay, coal is a fossil fuel mineral of a plant origin. Yes, it is an important source of energy. Coal is an important source of energy. Yes, I know that you everybody knows about the coal. Yes, so it is important source of energy. Asia is rich in coal reserve. It is a rich in reserve the coal, but they are unevenly distributed. They were unevenly distributed in Asia. The largest reserves are found in China, India, Indonesia, Siberia, and the Central Asian countries. China is the largest processor and producer of coal. See, China is used to produce iron ore, manganese, bauxite, even the coal also. Yes, that was the producer of these important minerals. Yes. China is the largest processor and producer of coal in the world. Coal is available in all regions of China. Coal is available in all regions of China. India is the second largest producer of coal in Asia. Yes, China is having the first place. Yes, during producing the coal, and the second place goes to the India. India is the second largest producer of coal. Yes, that also in Asia. Recently, the Kuznets Basin in south central Siberia has become a big producer of coal. Recently only, Kuznets Basin in south central Siberia was or has become a biggest producer of coal. Yes, smaller deposits of coal are found in Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, Japan, Tajikistan and Pakistan. Yes, now comes petroleum. Now comes petroleum. Petroleum, this is also an important mineral. Yes, this is also called as a mineral. Which one? Petroleum. Yes, petroleum is a mineral oil. It is a oil. Okay, this is not a material or plant origin or nothing. It is okay. This is the liquid form. Yes, it is in the liquid form. So petroleum is a mineral oil. It is not a thing. It's a oil. Yes. Petroleum is a mineral oil and a very important source of power of automobiles, railways, ships and aeroplanes. Yes, Southwestern Asia has the largest petroleum reserves which are located in Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Kuwait, Iran and Bahrain, Qatar and United Arab Emirates means UAE. These countries have about half of the world's petroleum deposits and produce nearly 25% of the world's petroleum. Yes, some countries of Eastern and Southeastern Asia also have petroleum reserves. Therefore, Indonesia, Malaysia, China, Taiwan, Myanmar, Sarawak, India, next Vietnam, etc., etc. These all places used to have a petroleum. Means these all places are called as a reserves of the petroleum in Asia. Recently, Siberia has increased its production of petroleum. Recently, Siberia has increased the production of petroleum. Yes. Now comes the important point of petroleum. The term, look at in that yellow color box, the term petroleum is derived from two Latin words, petra and oleum. Yes, the word petroleum, which is called as a mineral oil of the Asia or important mineral of the Asia. Yes, this petroleum word derives from the two words, that also from the Latin words. Okay, This petroleum word is derived from the, derived means that word comes from the Latin words or Latin language. Okay. Petra and oleum. Yes, petra means rock, oleum means oil. Rock, oil. Okay, it means petroleum, rock, oil. Okay, these these petra and oleum, both these words derived from Latin words. Okay, for that reason only petroleum, the complete word of the petroleum is derived from the two Latin words. Those are petra and oleum. Petra means rock and oleum means oil. So petroleum is also called rock oil. Yes. So this Saudi Arabia is the largest producer of petroleum in the world. Saudi Arabia was the, or present also we can see, Saudi Arabia is the largest producer of, Saudi Arabia is the largest producer of petroleum. Okay, not in Asia, overall the world, in the world. Yes, Central Asia also possesses considerable deposits of petroleum, therefore in Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, etc., etc. Okay, now comes, so up to here you people learn about important minerals of Asia. So important minerals are like iron ore, manganese, bauxite, coal, petroleum. Yes, so these all the important minerals you people learn. So next let us move. So government here reduced your one of the point, that is major industrial reasons. Okay, these all the important points you people will learn in next classes also, like when you will comes to the 8th standard, either 9th or 10th, there also you will learn these all the points. Okay, next, now comes the term population of Asia. Yes, population rating of the Asia. Yes, now comes the growth of the population. Nearly 4.2 billion, not million, it's billion. Yes, nearly 4.2 million people live in Asia, constituting 60% of the world's population. Yes, so Asia is density populated continent. Asia is a density means densely. Yes, Asia is a densely populated. Okay, in 1950 the population of Asia was 1.4 billion. The rate of growth was high until recently. Now it has been decreasing. See, in 1950, according to the population, 1950 the population of Asia was 1.4 billion, but nowadays only very recently the population of Asia comes to the nearly 4.2 billion. Okay, now comes the distribution of, or even we can call it as a distribution and density. Yes, distribution and density. Yes, the distribution of population in Asia is very uneven. Look at the population map of Asia. Okay, that given in 11.10. Okay, when you will get this video, go for the map number 11.10. Okay, I will tell you where it comes. Okay, in the next page only, so page number 172, there only you will get the density of population. Yes, understood. So you will find that a greater part of Asia is very sparsely populated, but some areas are very densely populated. Take an example. Okay, in the population, China is having the first place, and the second place goes to India only. Okay, next comes the average density. The average density of population of Asia is 96 persons per kilometer square. See, 96% per kilometer square also written. Yes, but it is not uniform all over the continent. Yes, the average density of Asia is population of Asia is 96 persons per kilometer square. Yes, but it is not means uniform all over the continent. Yes, the sparsely populated areas includes the northern and the eastern part of Siberia, which are very cold. The deserts of Arabia, Iran, and Thar in India too much dry. Okay, however you know the Thar, it is a desert area. For that reason, that was very dry area. Yes, too much dry area. And also they were those places are having highlands of Central Asia. They were having highlands along with not only these places like uh, Siberia is a very cold place. The deserts like Arabia, Iran, and the Thar in India. Not only these places, along with these places, the highlands of Central Asia is also having maximum population. Yes, next comes means not maximum, we cannot say like it as a maximum. These very dry and dry places are there and very cold climate is there. For that reason, in these particular places we can see very little percent of population we can see. Okay, the densely populated parts of Asia include the Great Plains of India, Bangladesh, China, Japan, Korea, and Java Islands in Indonesia. Yes, densely populated. Sparsely means very little percent of population we can see in Siberia and the desert areas of Thar, Iran and Arabia, and the highlands of Central Asia. Okay, very little percent of population we can see such areas, but very densely population or the very densely populated parts are there in Asia also. So like which all are the parts of Asia were having densely populated, like plains of India, Bangladesh, China, Japan, Korea, Java Islands and in Indonesia. Java Islands in Indonesia. These particularly these places are having dense population. Okay, most of these are fertile. Most of the places are fertile level land or river basins. Okay, most of the lands are covered with the fertile level land. For that reason, the bank of rivers or the river basins are having a maximum population. Yes, also high density of population is found in Myanmar, Thailand. High density, yes, high density of population is found in Myanmar country, Thailand, Philippines, Iraq, Sri Lanka, Vietnam, Malaysia, and Cambodia. Yes, now comes Asia is inhabited by different peoples. Asia is not having a particularly one kind of people only. Yes, so Asia is having different types of rivers, and population is also having in different way, and some of the important minerals it's having, and variety of 5 types of physical divisions we people can see in Asia. And also Asia is also called a land of contrasts. Yes, a physical setting is different and the location is very different. The totally entirely I would like to tell that the entirely Asia is inhabited by different peoples. We can see a different kinds of people in our Asia continent. Okay, the yellow people of eastern, examples they were given, like some of the people's names they were given. Okay, yellow people of eastern, southeastern Asia, and the brown people of India. The brown people of India, yellow people of eastern and southeastern Asia, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and other South Asia. Yes, Southwest Asia includes Arabs, Turks, Persians, Afghans, etc. Kazakhs and Kyrgyz are found in Central Asia. The people of Asia follow different religions. In Asia, we can see a different kinds of religions, culture, practices, and inhabited people, different types of people we can see, many kinds of minerals also we can see, and moreover, the mountain peaks we can see. So many things we can see in our Asia. Okay, for these things only, Asia is also called a land of contrasts. Yes, up to here, from part 1 to part 7, you people comes to know about the Asia. Asia is nothing, it is our continent, means Asia is a land of contrasts, along with India is one of the country of Asia continent. Yes, in Asia, 48 countries are there. Among 48 countries, India is also one of the country. Yes, so I hope you all people understood about this lesson. So in the next session, we will move for the another one lesson of your textbook. So until then, take care of yourself. Bye.